So good morning. Again, I'm Christine. Thank you so much for having me in your home. You know, John and I appreciate this, and I don't know if he's told you a little bit about Rainbow or not, and what it does, or why we're here. Okay, he's told you a little bit that he's earning the Rainbow system for free, and he's doing that by doing our Go For It program, which is, a program that we're going to do exactly what we're doing here today with you. Is he calls his friends and family and whatnot to set up demos, and gets 12 demos done, and after that he gets his rainbow for free. And of course there's a lot of more wonderful stuff along the way. Also want to tell you a little about an opportunity so that you can learn more about the company. We have meet and greets every Tuesday night at 7, so you are welcome to come and join us whenever you'd like. I'd love to have you there. So there's a brochure that tells you a little bit more about our company. And as you can see, we've got some great features back here that are behind me, and I'll show you those here shortly. So the first thing, you saw that we immediately turned this on. John went and filled it up, the basin for me, just tap water. And this is called our Rainmate. I like to call it the little sister to the Rainbow. As you can see, it's it's very portable, so it can move room to room. Covers about 90 square feet of air, and it's our aromatizer. So I'm going to put in our berry here, and you should notice that almost instantly the nice smell. And it smells sweet, a lot like candy and things like that. So the kids love it when you put it in their rooms. And as you can see, it's an immediate scent. So, one of the other things that John is doing while he's doing this program to earn the rainbow for free, he's also looking to earn these. And how would you love to have one of these for free? Yeah, well, they're actually retailed at $140. So when you do our Go For It program, you will actually be able to earn one of these for every 3 demos, qualified demos that you have while you're doing your Go For It program, and that's for every 3 qualified demos within the first 30 days of your program. So feasibly you could earn up to 4 of these, so you have one in every room of the house. I'm going to switch scents here while we are talking and let you see how quickly our last scent is no longer there. Last one in, next one is, last one's out, next one's in. So now you can immediately smell that citrus, that orange. It smells wonderful, doesn't it? So again, how would you love to earn one of these for free? I mean, it's just so simple to be able to do that. But, 3 qualified shows for every 3 qualified shows within your first 30 days, you can earn that. And again, it's aromatizer, and it also, as you noticed, when I turned it on the first time, it had a light. You can turn that on or off. And now I'm putting in what we like to call our cheating scent. And as you can see, that is the lemon. I'm going to turn the light back on for this one. And again, you're going to notice that smell immediately overtakes the last one, so there's no overlap. One of the things that while you're taking a quick smell of that is we like to offer all of our customers this 2-night, 3-day vacation voucher, and this is just a thank you for having us in your home, running the demo, and there's no strings attached whatsoever. The only thing you'll do is when you decide your location that you want to go and you call to make the reservation, they will ask for a $29.95 hold fee just to hold the room. That's totally refundable, and of course the only things you'd have to pay for the hotel stay is taxes, of course. We can't get away from that. So this is for you as a thank you for having us in your home, and we certainly do appreciate that. So as you've been smelling these 3, of the 3, which one's your favorite? Okay, so you like the orange the best. All right, well, what I would like to do is I'm going to switch back out to some orange here, and I want you to take this to your bedroom, to the master bedroom preferably, and turn this on and set it. And here you can notice the orange is immediately in. But I want you to set it in your room and shut the door and come on back out. Okay, so, and the nice thing too is you can set these anywhere. The basins are condensation proof, so yeah, thank you. They will not hold condensation on your furniture, so you won't worry about those rings. And also, they are antimicrobial resin basins, so they're not going to get any mold or mildew. All right, so I want to pull the rainbow up here, what we are here to actually talk about. So, all right. Now, one thing I'm going to show you here is when we first got here, I had John go and put fresh clean water in this, and of course I'd have my lamp and show him how nice and fresh and clean it is. So straight out of the filter, out of the water tap, nothing special. Pops back on, that easy. Lock it in place right there, and we turn it on low. And the reason we're going to leave it on low is that is our purification system. This, running it on low 24/7, 365 days a year, is going to give you what your home needs to purify the air that you're breathing within your home. So I want to know of your family, who suffers from allergies the most? Okay, Joe, so it's you. All right, well, the kids or anybody, everybody, so just little sniffles here and there. Well, that of course is, what do most people think allergies are? Of course, pollutants that are outside, the pollens and whatnot, but it's also dust, the things that's in our homes. And, you can see those dust particles floating in the air when you're looking out your window on a nice bright sunny day, or even on those days that it's a little dreary, you can see those particles floating. Well, that is actually the dust that's in your home. And when you've got allergies and you're taking medications, because I imagine you're probably taking over-the-counter medication, possibly prescription medication, and when you do that, that costs. And if it's more than one person in the house, that can add up. So even if you're spending $10 a month, for one person or per person, that adds up to $120 plus a year. Whereas when you're running the rainbow here at home every day on the low setting, it's going to cost you just under $3 a month. So you're finding that economical savings right there. And instead of just treating the symptom with medication, you're also treating the cause by purifying the air that's in your home. Therefore, over time, you'll find yourself reducing your medication more and more. So that's, a goal we all have, and you'll find that you're breathing better. So we were talking about dust. So what exactly is dust? You mentioned that it's pollens and, pollutants and things that come in from outside, but it's also, dander, hair, just any kind of dirt and mold spores and just everything floating there. But what people don't realize is that dust is actually 80% of the dead skin cells that we shed every day. And we shed, per person, about 1.5 million skin cells a day. And again, that's, when you multiply that by, you say you've got, the two of you plus 3 children. So that's times 5. 5 times 1.5 million is quite a bit of dead skin cells. So, you think about that and you're like, wow, that's really kind of disgusting. And then when you have animals, a lot of us have dogs or cat. Well, they shed as well, not only hair, but their skin, dander, and whatnot. But on top of that, you have dust mites as well. And then I'm going to show you real quick while we're talking about dust mites. Of course, you've got this. Of course, I don't have a lamp yet, but show you here. This is just from rubbing across your carpet right here. You can see all those little particles floating. That's what we're talking about. That's all the dust and everything. So that's what we're stirring up every time we walk in our homes. But not only do we have the dust and the skin cells and whatnot, but we have little little microscopic creatures called dust mites. And most people have heard of them. A lot of people just try to forget that they exist, and they're part of the spider family, so that's even a little more gross for a lot of people. But they live everywhere, and there are millions upon millions of them. So you've got those in your home as well. They're in carpets, in your blankets, in your furniture, your clothes, pillows, anything. And what people don't realize is that they actually live on us and our animals as well. We can hold up to 11,000 dust mites on our eyelids, and up to like 7,000 just on our thumbnail alone. So that is a lot of the dust. So here I'm going to show you, I was just showing you here how just as you're walking by it stirs up the air. Well, what the rainbow is doing is it is sucking in all of that dirt and stuff that you're seeing that's getting sucked up right here. So I'm going to show you here what I just showed you a minute ago. See how it's pulling into the rainbow right here. Okay, so that's when you know it's working, right, John? So you've got it. You can see here again all those particles that are going into the system, and John should be able to tell you over here, what does your water look like after a couple of days of running the rainbow, or a few days after you had it and you were running it low. Right, it looks like skim milk, as people call it. It gets very milky, and of course the darker it gets, the more you know it's working. So therefore, you do know that it's working, that it is sucking in those pollutants that are within our homes and trapping them in the water filter here and sending out nice purified air in the back that our families are breathing, which of course, is healthier for everybody. So on top of running it 24/7, we talked about dust. Dust, again, it lives everywhere, and you probably dust, maybe once a week, every 2 weeks or whatever, okay? So every 2 weeks typically, and who does the dusting? Well, you get the kids to help you, so it's probably about halfway dusted. Well, with the rainbow running 24/7, you're going to notice that your dust is also going to, you're not going to notice as much dust around the house. You will find that as you walk by your mantle or your tables or whatnot, you can rub your finger across it like people do, and you'll notice that it's less and less. So you're going to find that you or your spouse or your kids are dusting every maybe 3 to 4 weeks or whatnot. So again, you know that the system is working when even on your furniture you're not getting that dust, or not as much as you've seen before. So also talking about the dust and whatnot, it affects our breathing. And one of the things that we do pride ourselves on here, and I'm going to turn this towards you, is this certificate that we've got right here that's stamped on the side of the machine. It's by the Asthma and Allergy Association of America. And what that tells us is, or what it is they came to us, Rainbow, and said, we know you're a good product. We want to test you. We want to see exactly what it does and what it does for your home. And that's what they did. And they found that the Rainbow can remove 99.6% of your indoor pollution. And that right there is just, astronomical. So when you've got kids and family who are suffering from asthma and allergies, and you hear you can reduce that right there, is the best thing. And it's also the only water-based product on the market or water-based filtered product that's on the market that is certified by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. We just talked about how yucky the water is going to look after a few days, so you know that it's working. Like John said, it starts getting milky looking, and it works. People are like, well, how exactly does this work? And what's happening, as like you saw here, I'm going to show you again, it's constantly pulling in that dust and everything that's within your home. So, and it traps it here in the water, and then it sends it back out. So that's how it works. An easy way to think of it is with Mother Nature. Um, you're outside, you're in your car, your truck, whatever, and you're driving down a bright sunny day, dry day, and you're driving down a dirt road and you look out your back window, what do you see? Okay, yeah, you're going to see all that dust, and here in Georgia, it's all red clay, so you get that red dust that's just flying up in the back. Well, imagine that the next day it has rained, and Mother Nature, of course, when she rains upon us, it's filtering the air, it's cleaning the air. We wake up the next morning like, wow, this is wonderful. Well, the rainbow works the same way. Because again, when you're driving down that same dirty, dusty road the day after it's rained, what do you see there? Nothing. It's been taken away. It's been filtered. It's been flushed out. And as we always say, wet dirt can't fly. And so, right there alone. Well, the rainbow works opposite of Mother Nature. Instead of course, water coming down and filtering the air, the rainbow is sucking in those pollutants that filter it in the water, and again, putting out fresh, purified air for your family so that you are breathing cleaner and more purified air within your home. It's constantly working for you. Our homes, per the EPA, are 8 to 10 times have more indoor pollution, or more just air pollution in general in our homes than if we stepped outside the front door and just stood on the porch for a few minutes. And people wonder why. Why are people staying sick? I keep my house clean. And it's not that you're not keeping it clean, but it's just we've always constantly got those airborne pollutants that are hard to get rid of. That's where we come in. So, of course, if you're breathing fresher air or purified air that has been filtered, it's going to definitely make your breathing better. So I'll show you real quick. I want you to feel the suction right here on. So we've had it on low the whole time. It's a nice, solid, steady, low suction, right? So see, it's working though. It's pulling it in and taking it in through the water and pushing it out the back. Well, one of the things we do recommend is not only running it 24/7, every day of the year, is running it on high. And I'm going to turn it on briefly on high to show you, because it does get loud. Feel that suction right there. And we're going to talk more about that high setting here in just a moment. But we recommend that you run it on high at least 3 to 4 times, at least 30 to 40 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week, if not every day, in your home. And what that's doing is giving you one of those really just hardcore overall, suctions, getting all those hard pollutants and everything, and just knowing that you're getting yourself a good purified, clean, refreshed home. And a lot of times, if you don't want to listen to it on loud, throw it on when you're out to go run to the grocery store, run errands or whatnot, and take it, leave it on a couple hours. It's not going to hurt it at all to be on for a couple of hours. And you'll come back and put it back on low and put it in your usual setting, which we do recommend putting it near your main air return vent for your home. Okay, so you've got 2 stories. Well, what we would recommend, since you only have one machine, is, of course, you'd want to take it up and down. I have had some people tell me that if they're, with their homes, if they're 2-story, they'll leave it downstairs a couple of days, let it get the downstairs really well, and then they'll take it upstairs a couple of days and let it take care of the upstairs really well. So it's just whatever you prefer. If you want to do it daily or every couple of days, it's just, whatever works best for you in your home. It's a great question. Thank you. So now I'm going to show you, we talked about the low setting all the time. We talked briefly about the high setting. So I'm going to put it back on high here. I'm going to show you exactly what the difference is with the suction here. And you'll notice it, all those particles going in even faster. So here we go. And again, I'm pretending with my fake lamp. see just in this one little spot exactly what it's pulling in. I want to show you here. We've been running the machine now not long at all on low, and just on high, like maybe what, 30 seconds or so. Take my lamp and hold it up to here, and now do you see all that that's floating? So just in that little bit of time that we've been here, it's pulled that out of the air here in your home. Right, I know it's pretty gross when you think about it. And that our kids are breathing it too. And see how easy it is to pop right back on? Well, this water right here, what if I told you, if I went and got you a glass out of your cabinet right in there, poured this water into that glass and asked you to drink it, would you drink it? Okay, most people do say no. Well, what if I told you that per the Lung Association of America, or excuse me, the American Lung Association, that it is healthier to drink this water than it is to breathe what is being collected in that water. And that's coming, out of just your home right here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe. Well, why, you ask? Is this healthier to drink than to breathe it in? Is because with our, you drink things or you eat things, we've got our stomach, so we've got our digestive system that breaks things down, and then what's not broken down, we can expel it. So we are getting rid of it. But if you think about our breathing, we've got, our nasal, and we've got those hairs, and the same thing, we've got throat and our lungs that have those little hairs that are in there, but everything's wet, so it's also collecting. That's where you get that little stuffy nose, that little itch in your throat, and of course breathing. And again, if you've got allergies or asthma, it's just even worse. And a lot of people don't realize that children actually don't have any nose hairs until they're 3 years old. So they don't even have that protected within their nose. So with the machine, it's acting like the nasal hairs and collecting those pollutants that your nose would normally try to catch before you breathe them in. And the same with their lungs. Their lungs are not fully developed until they're about 8 years old. So a lot of folks don't realize just exactly how harmful some of the things that we're breathing in can be to our children, and the fact that they're not fully developed at the ages of 3, until 8. So, as adults, we're fighting it off more because we do have those fully developed capabilities within our body to expel as well as to filter and catch, even though we're still getting some of it in our system, which is why we have the rainbow to catch those pollutants within our home. So, again, John over here is working on his Go For It program, which is basically 12 shows. You have 180 days to do it, and he'll end up earning this for free. And you're already on what show? Oh, this will be your 5th show. So 5th show, he's already sold 1, and he's already earned 1 of the Rainmates that I showed you earlier. And because this will be his 6th show in his first 30 days, he'll qualify for a 2nd Rainmate. So he's going to get another one of those for free as well. So what do you think of that? It's awesome, isn't it? All right, well, now I'm going to show you something else that our rainbow does.